Bring the chest all the way down to the floor. And let's just go ahead and find the muscles in the upper back. Okay, so continue to look down towards the floor. And take your elbows and first of all, bring the hands right next to your chest. Then take the elbows and squeeze them against your body, the sides of your body. So right away, you should be feeling the muscles in the back activating. Now, keep the elbows squeezed in against the body and press them, reach them towards your heels. So that moves the shoulder blades down the back. So the shoulder blades will move from way up here, close to your ears, down, down, down the back. And just stay here for a few moments. So you should feel all those muscles in your middle to upper back working. And these are muscles that are very, very important when you start to work with back bending. Okay, the back bends are really meant for the middle to upper back, not for the lower back. Okay, so throughout this entire series, let's go ahead and make sure that we have this kind of activation in the middle and upper back. Okay, so let's take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, and just gently with your palms press against the mat. Keep the pelvis tucked and lift the chest just slightly off the floor so that you're feeling the back muscles working to keep the shoulder blades dropped. And then exhale to release. Inhale, come up, lift the chest forward and up slightly. Exhale, release. And let's do that one more time. Inhale up. So think of pulling your ribcage forward and slightly up. Exhale, release. So avoid feeling any of this work in your lower back. Try to stay middle to upper spine. Okay, let's go ahead and come on up onto your elbows. So when you come up onto the elbows, try to pay attention that you don't sink into the shoulders, right? So we stay tucked in the pelvis, so the abs are in, and press the elbows against the mat so that you can lift out of the shoulder blades. So there's no falling into the shoulders or into the elbows. So right away, you should be feeling those back muscles working to keep your chest nice and lifted. The pelvis stay tucked, and the shoulder blades just gently draw together. Okay? So stay here for a couple of deep breaths. Think of pulling your chest forward and up, and trying to stay out of your lower back. Remember, we're looking middle to upper spine. Okay? So this is Sphinx pose, just a basic gentle pose to get into the middle to upper spine. Keep the palms right where they are. Keep the abs in. And gently lift the rest of the spine up. So try not to let there be too much of an overarching in the lower back, okay? And the shoulders drop. Continue to breathe, and continue to keep the shoulder blades dropped. Good? Let's come back in. So we're just working towards a gentle cobra for now. Come all the way down. And bring the hands just a little bit in. They're kind of like right underneath your shoulders. Continue to keep the elbows in and back. Right down towards the heels. Abdominals are in. Let's lift up again. So you come only as far as you can without moving the work into the lower back. Stay in your middle back. Keep the breath moving. And stay very tucked in the pelvis. Okay? That will help to keep your lower back nice and secure. Watch the shoulders. Come back down. So you stop wherever it is that you need to stop, or you continue. So if you want a deeper stretch, you continue to bring the hands to the chest or slightly below the chest. So once again, let's anchor the shoulder blades, squeeze the elbows in and back, and engage the abdominals to lift. Good, shoulder blades are dropped. So if this feels good and it doesn't really hurt your lower back, you can go on ahead and kind of shift your weight forward a little bit more so that the arms get a little closer to the hip bones. Stay nice and tucked in the pelvis. So this is a nice deep cobra right here. And if you want to try the upward dog, the infamous upward dog, press the feet against the mat, lift the knees, and slide the chest forward and up. Now remember, pull the shoulder blades together, keep breathing, and try not to sink, right? Stay tall. Okay. Feeling this in the middle to upper back. Release knees down. Sit back in the child's pose and hold. Thread the right arm underneath the left, stretch off the back of the shoulder. And switch left arm. And come back to center. So let's work our way towards camel now. Okay, another nice back bend that really we need to focus on protecting the lower back. making sure we're targeting the middle to upper back. All back bends are really meant for the front and the back of the upper spine. So we'll start nice and gentle, and you stop wherever it is you need to stop. Remember, you should not be feeling any of this work in your knees or in your lower back. If you do, pull back a little bit, take your time, and you'll get there. Okay, so we start with the toes curled under, and go ahead and place both hands on your heels, okay? So for now, we keep it nice and gentle. Just tuck the pelvis, right? So we minimize the arch in the lower back, tuck the pelvis, and take your hips and press them a little bit forward. So right away, let's practice what we were just working on before. Let's lift the chest so that you're feeling a gentle stretch between the shoulder blades alongside the spine. Good, keep breathing. If you want to release the head back, go ahead. So notice how we're leaning back. We're behind the knees right now, and that's okay as long as it doesn't hurt your knees. Okay, so let's lean back a little bit more, round the spine to release. Okay, round the back, and then come back in. So let's take the right arm up now. So we keep the left hand on the left heel, and take the hips, and just like before, you're going to press the hips forward, but this time you're going to try to bring them a little bit more forward so that they're really kind of lined up with your knees. Keep the gaze up towards the ceiling, and take the right arm and lift it up. So the pelvis is very tucked, the stretch is in the middle to upper back, the hips are squared to the side, as well as the chest. The chest is squared to the ceiling. Keep breathing, and keep shifting your weight as far forward and up as you can without moving the work in the lower back. Lean back to release, round through the lower back. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So take the hips, press them forward, and then continue to bring them forward so that they're in line up with the knees. The left arm comes up, stay nice and tucked, and lift the chest. So rather than backwards, think up and forward second. So up first, forward second. Keep the breath moving. Lean back, tuck the pelvis, roll through the lower back, and release. So let's add on to that. As I mentioned before, just go ahead and stop wherever it is that you need to stop. So if you start to feel it in knees or lower back, stop until the body gets accustomed to the pose. But if you're ready to move on, let's go ahead and continue. So we go back to the same position. We press the hips forward. We square them to the side. We square the chest to the ceiling. The right arm comes up, and now this time, take the right arm and just open it out to the side. And look at the right fingertips. Lift the chest some more, and come back, and release. So rather than reaching the arm up to the ceiling, we open the arm out to the side. So that allows us to square the chest a little bit more. So let's do the left side. Press the hips forward. Very important you stay tucked and keep the hips squared to the side. Left arm comes up first. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, bring that left arm out to the side. Look at the fingertips. Breathe. And come back. Good. Adding on, if you're ready for it, we're going to actually continue and close the camel. We're going to go into full camel. So that right arm is just going to continue to go, 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 go until it reaches the heel. So tuck the pelvis, press the hips forward, the chest up, reach the right arm up, breathe, bring the right arm out to the side, continue, continue, continue. Look over the right heel. And now press the hips. Tuck the pelvis some more, press them really forward and really up. Lean back, lean back, lean back. Tuck, 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 tuck. And let's do the other side. Left arm comes up. Press the hips. Over to the side and continue. Then lift the chest some more. Lean back, lean back. And the final product, you can flatten the feet and up. Lean back to release. Tuck the pelvis to roll through the lower back. And release. So once again, very, very important to keep the work out of the lower back. Keep it in your middle to upper back. Don't rush the back bends. You can injure your lower back easily here. Let's take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. Release. time.